Okay, so let's talk about our sales funnel first off before I bring Christine in. And this is basically it, guys. You've got awareness, you've got leads, you got prospects, you got sales. If you know these four things, you can make money online. That's it. I've been doing this since 2009, and really this is the whole thing. You got to make people aware of you. And awareness can be marketing activities, where you're building your brand, that type of thing. Leads are going to be squeeze pages, and we're going to talk about Christine's in just a second. And then opt-in offers, that's what part of that squeeze page experience. And then prospects are going to be email follow-ups and offers. And then sales are going to be memberships, loyalty programs, customer specials, that type of thing, okay? This is how you build any online business. It doesn't matter what you're selling. I don't care if it's services, if it's a restaurant, if it's tarot card readings, no matter what it is. This is it with survival food, which we sell, courses. This is it, guys. Now, if you're not part of our inner circle and you've been invited today, let me move this out of the way. You can join that by going, I just lost my screen. You can join that by going to jrinnercircle.com/enroll. There's a free video there. It will tell you all about it. You have access to all kinds of trainings and softwares and access to me doing this right now with your business, which we're going to pull Christine's in here in just a second. Now, we're going to go real world in just a second here, and we're going to look at magicalnotions.com, magicalnotions.com. So first thing I want to do is introduce Christine. Christine, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can, JR.
Awesome.
The right time between what you're saying on screen and what you're saying on the phone.
Yeah, turn off your screen if you don't mind. Yeah, turn off your volume on your screen because that'll mess you up.
I think that's what I'm going to have to do.
Yeah, definitely do that. No, you need to turn it off entirely. Okay, like I said, there's going to be like a 5 or 6 second delay. All right, so let me find Magical. This is the website that we're going to be looking at today. And this is going to be Christine's website. It's called magicalnotions.com. And let me get that pulled up. Okay, so we're getting ready to pull up that site. But what I also want to do is pull up the Wayback Machine on this site. And let me see if I can find that real quick. I had that pulled up on my other computer. And Wayback kind of lets you look at sites and what they used to look like, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go down here and we're going to put in Christine's website, which is magicalnotions.com, okay? And we're going to go to a previous version of her website. So we are now at this here, and where's this 2018-19? She's had the website for a while, so let's go back to 2018 and take a look at that website, and let's see how many screenshots we got there. There's one. July, it looks like August 6th, there was a screenshot of it. And we're going to show you what the site used to look like versus what it looks like now. So Christine, in a second, on your screen, you're going to see a previous version of your website, okay? And I'm going to show you how she's improved this. So this is, yeah, pretty neat, huh? So this is what her site used to look like in 2018. Now, you guys are free to put some comments in that comment section there. But when you got to the website back in 2018, all you saw was Magical Notions, unique, inspiring pathways to make living magical. So it didn't really tell you a whole lot. And it had a picture, and that was what you saw when you got to the website. Now, the problem with this is there's nothing for anybody to do, and it doesn't really say what the website is. It doesn't, and there's nothing. Now, if you scroll down, she's got all this verbiage down here, but it's pretty hard to read, and it's below the scroll. 85% of the people that come to your website, so if you've got a website right now, 85% of the people that come to your website will not scroll. They're not going to scroll. So if they're not scrolling and they came to the site, okay, what do they have to do? I mean, they're going to look at it and go, well, I don't even know what to do here. I don't know what this website is. Now, we're going to look at what she's done with that site because she's made some great improvements. I just looked at it. This is what it looks like now. So she got a really cool picture. I like the picture, Christine. That's really nice.
Yeah, I found it on Google Pictures.
Yeah.
I thought it was great too.
So she's got that. Now it says unique and exclusive spiritual exercises that work. So now it says what she does, okay, which is great. It says get 4 seasons of free tools today, 15 exercises, 6 articles. Now, the first thing I'm going to tell you, Christine, is that's great, but we need to have some type of opt-in where they can get those 15 exercises and 6 articles. So right here, what we want is maybe their email and name to download that or to access that, whatever it is. And we want to have that get 4 seasons of free tools today larger and bolder, okay, so they can actually see that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up another site that's a friend of mine's, and I want to show you how they've incorporated this into their website. And I'm sure they have, yep, they got #1 results when I type in numerology, and they're in New Zealand, by the way. So this is an example of a site, guys. And this particular one is a friend of mine's. This is Blair and his wife, Wendy. They've been doing numerology since 1997. They spend $1 million a month on ads running it to this page right here, this page, okay? So on this page, there's only one thing to do. You don't have to scroll at all. I mean, you can, and there's some stuff down here. You know, if you want to scroll through, it's got some stuff in here. But as you see, the page itself is an actual activity. The button itself actually says, explore my numerology chart, okay? So we're gonna just put a name in here, and we're gonna put any name we want. We'll put Sam in here, and we'll put a birth date in here, because it's asking for information so that it can give me my, I guess, numbers or chart or something. I'm not quite sure how this works. And we're gonna go, I guess it doesn't matter what the age is. Now I'm gonna click it, and you can kind of see what it does at this point.
Hi, Sam. So thanks for requesting your free numerology reading here.
So it gives you a numerology reading.
In the next few minutes,
and this particular one, I don't want to talk over it. This particular one actually customizes that information for the person. Now, I'm not saying you got to do something that's intricate, but what I'm saying is, if you look at the difference of this and let's say Christine's old site, you see the difference in that, Christine? Huge difference, right?
Yeah.
Huge difference. So what we want to do on Christine's site here is we want to have something in the middle here. This looks really good what you've done, Christine. I would say if we look at the numerology site here, there's only one thing to do. I would say on your site here to, let me get back to it here, get rid of all these things up here, all these things at the top, because those things are going to make people click and go away from what you want to do. And the first thing we want to do is actually get their email and name. It's the first thing we want to do. And we're going to do that by giving away these 15 exercises, 6 articles. Now, are these in a PDF form? What are these, Christine?
Yeah, these are all in a PDF form. And all that stuff is part of the subscription.
Okay.
You know, that's on the next page. So here's what my problem's always been. I wanted to add, you know, a little sign up on the home page here because it's been suggested before. But the problem is, I do not know how to do it.
Okay. Do you have Karcher?
I don't have Karcher right now. I have Aweber, and this is a WordPress site.
Okay. Now, if you have Karcher, you can actually build that little opt-in box. And you can put it on your WordPress site. So all you got to do is make it in Karcher and then generate the little code, and we can show you how to do that, and we can install that right on your site.
I do have all that for the little Aweber sign up. You know, I've got the code and everything else. What I don't know how to do is I don't know how to apply it correctly on the homepage.
Okay, we can help you out with that. That's not a big deal. That's simple enough.
That's
You've done it before, Jessica, right?
Then I can actually put, you know, the little sign up form there.
Yeah, sure, we can do that. Well, that's not a problem.
See, that's where the Access Now button leads, because I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how to put it on the page.
Well, now when I click on this here, it doesn't give me anything free. I did click on this earlier, and when I click on it, it's got a different background, and it's got different stuff on it. So let me click on it and show you what I mean. This background is different now. So we don't want this background to change as long as they're still in the same thing. And when I click here, I should, when I click, let me go back here one, where it says Access Now, I should be able to just access all those particular items, the 15 exercises and 6 articles. Now, I see you actually have them here, but there's a box here that I'm a little confused on because it doesn't say what this box does. It says name and email, but it doesn't say what happens. You see what I'm saying there?
No, because I thought it did say what happened.
No,
Okay.
there's nothing there. So something's kind of jacked up on that. So what we want to do from...
Yeah, here it says right on the left-hand column. Just add your name and email, bring it back. Whoops, where did it go?
Yeah, look at my screen on the webinar and you'll see what I see. Ignore the sound on it.
No, I am looking at the screen on the webinar and it's upside down and backwards. Okay, here we go. Yeah, now I need, okay.
So we need to work on this a little bit.
Down a little bit more, and I'll show you.
Okay, I'm at Discover Exercises right now.
Okay. Well, I'm not. I'm at the top of the page right now.
Okay, I'm at the top. This is Tips and Tricks.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway. I know where it is. I can tell you where it is because I can't see it on my screen. Got it. On the right-hand column, if you scroll down, you will see just add your name.
Oh, I see that.
Email,
yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I see that.
So it does tell you. So you think I should move that blah, blah, blah to the top.
Well, nobody's...
Or just repeat it. Put it in 2 places.
Well, nobody's ever going to... Yeah, nobody's ever going to read this right here. They're just not going to read it. The thing is, this should have been on your first page. Okay? And that's where your opt-in should be, is on your first page, not on the second page. Because what they've had to do now, and understand everybody who's listening, the more times somebody has to click, the more times they have to read, the more time they have to scroll, you're losing people every single time. So really, on the very first page, it should say just add your name and email and download these, and there should be a box for them to download it right here on the very first page. That way they don't have to go to page 2, because if they have to go to page 2, that's a click, and every time they click, you lose people. So we want to have that on your very first page, and that's what we'll change. And guys, what we'll do is we'll post some of this in the group, so you can see that once we made these changes here, see how this looks. So I'm going to take a little screenshot of this here, because this is what it did look like. And then, of course, Christine, we're going to change this and show everybody what it's going to look like. Now, just by the fact that this particular page here is getting some people to come to it, and I couldn't tell you how many people are coming to this page, I don't know. But just by the fact, yeah, probably not a lot. But just by the fact that some people are coming, some people will opt in, so you get free traffic. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you guys is I'm going to right-click on this page, okay? And I'm going to go here where it says View Page Source, okay? Everybody see that? View Page Source. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I want to show you the back-end code here. Now, I know this looks really complicated, what you're seeing. However, what you want to do is, Christine, could you turn down the volume on your computer, please? Because that's feeding back.
It's completely off.
Oh, okay. All right.
There is no volume on my
Okay,
computer.
SCRIB. All right, so I'm going to look at description, and I'm going to see what description she has here. All right, so the description on this page here is get 15 exclusive spiritual exercises based on alchemy restore. So this here should really be what her site does, because what's going to happen is this comes up in the Google results, and that's not what somebody's searching for. So, you know, if you had to describe what you do in one sentence, Christine, what would that description be?
I would have to think about it. For one sentence, I have to think about it.
Okay. Well, let's do a little search on Google real quick here and see what other people are doing, and we'll find out what they're putting for their descriptions. One word describes your business. What would that one word be? Spirituality?
Yeah.
Okay. spirituality. I'm a terrible typist and terrible speller. Outside of that, I'm really smart. Okay, so I pulled up spirituality, and when I did that, certain pages came up, okay? So we want to kind of look at their pages because these people came up in the #1 search results. So since they did, we want to emulate maybe what they're talking about here. So let's click on one of these, and we come up with this page here. So maybe we can find you a really good description here real quick. What is spirituality? This is University of Minnesota. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on this page, and I'm going to look at their page source, and then I'm going to look at their description and kind of see, and all I'm doing is Command F on here to pull up this little box and pull up the little description box here. So as I do that, I scroll down here and I see the meta name here is spirituality is a broad concept for room from any perspective, blah, blah. This one here is kind of wordy. Let me take a look and see what the title says. Maybe that's a better way to go. And if you want more in-depth help on this, we do this in the inner circle. Like I'm going to be talking to Christine outside of this, obviously. So what they did for their title is, what is spirituality? So a lot of people must be typing in what is spirituality. So maybe that would be a good title for yours, Christine, on your page, taking charge of your health and well-being. That's a pretty good title, I think. What do you think?
I still think it's a little bit too general.
Okay.
For what I'm doing.
Okay.
But yeah, I can see that it's going in the right direction now.
Good, good. Okay. And then we got description here. See what you think of this. Spirituality is a broad concept with room for many perspectives, and generally it includes sense of connection to some other bigger thing than ourselves. What do you think of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes perfect sense.
So what we're doing here, Christine, and everybody who's listening, is that we're trying to find the pages that come up fast. In other words, the ones that come up in the search results on the first page, and then we emulate their titles and their descriptions, as long as it matches ours, of course, so that way we come up in the search results, okay? Because they've already figured it out. All we got to do is kind of sneak in the back door and check that out, which is pretty simple to do. And guys, if you have questions, I want you to put those in the comment section. We're going to go to questions in just a second. But let me go back to my little PowerPoint here. Does some of that make sense to you, Christine?
Yeah, some of it does.
Okay.
I can see the general concept.
Okay, and we're going to get your opt-in box on that first page there too, so you can start getting names.
Okay, yeah. Right now I'm just wrestling with how to, I guess, take the general and make sure that it applies to what I'm doing as opposed to just doing a reiteration of what other people are doing.
Well, you know, something else you can do that a lot of people don't realize is you can have more than one landing page. So, you know, you can have one that's based on numerology, one that's based on spirituality, one that's based on tarot cards, whatever it is, you can break that up. You don't have to have that one page. And all we do is we go into WordPress and we say, you know, magicalnotions.com / tarot cards / numerology / and we make new pages. We can duplicate that in. Yeah, yeah. And then all these people.
Then I can do really what I want to do.
Right.
And you know, yes. Okay.
So,
I get it.
yeah, so then they could opt in for those different areas, and then you could more directly market to them because one person may be interested in tarot cards, and they're going to be at one tag.
Right.
Yeah.
That would be much more fun to do.
Right.
Okay. All right. I see.
So if everybody listening too, you know, if you got that, type in that comment section. Nobody's going to see your comments. We're keeping those all private, but just type in that comment section right there. Now let me go back to this presentation screen, guys. All right. So we're at Magical Notions. That's what we were talking about. And if you can see that presentation screen, guys, just type in there that you can see it.
I'm just going to go to my website, okay?
Okay.
And just follow along with you because the replication on my computer of my website from your class is really not that good. It gets shown to me upside down and backwards and all sorts of things.
Okay, so guys, now we're back to the.
I'll just follow you on the phone on my site, okay?
All right, sounds good. All right, so I'm back to this little screen, guys, and this kind of shows you what we're doing. So we're going to drive traffic from Facebook, Twitter. You know, maybe you have articles out there, maybe your friends, maybe Google Maps, maybe pay per, click ads, AdWords, YouTube, and we're going to send them to the squeeze page that's going to have the opt-in, just like numerology page had. And then what's going to happen is these people, once they opt in, will get whatever they're opting in for, and they're going to be entered into an autoresponder. That autoresponder is going to start sending them emails. They're going to get an email series activated, and in those emails, we're going to try to sell them our products. We're going to follow up with free stuff, targeted stuff, paid offers, free offers, all that stuff, and then send them back to our site if we want to do that too. Really simple stuff to do. So that's basically what we do in the inner circle is we walk you through these things. We help you out with these things. And Christine's done a great job of really improving that webpage. We saw what it used to look like and what she's done with it. And it looks so much more inviting now. It looks so much warmer. It speaks to what the people are there for. And we can have several of those pages. We can just duplicate them and have several of those. Now, the inner circle itself, you also get access to a lot of my courses. And when you're a member of something like this, and I think Christina could attest to this, it's a whole lot better to be able to just ask somebody a question and say, what do I do, as opposed to go out there and try to figure it out. Because I did the go out and try to figure it out things. It took me 2 years. So if you want to kind of jump ahead, you go to something like the Inner Circle. The Inner Circle actually allows you access to $46,000 worth of my courses. It also gives you these Inner Circle calls that you've been invited to today if you're not an Inner Circle member. You can also use our help desk. You can, get access to us. You can submit your stuff to us. You can do all kinds of things, okay? So that's what the Inner Circle is. What can you submit? You can submit your ads. If you're doing ads, landing pages, sales pages. Christine has some ads that we're working on, and we're running overtime, so I don't know if we're going to actually get to those today, but she has those, and we're going to be working on those for your websites, your products, your pricing, funnels. And we're changing some of the pricing on her stuff, and we're going to increase the price on some, lower it on others, because we've tested pricing and we know what works and what doesn't work. Next thing we're going to do is emails, subject lines, your headlines. Any ideas that you have, you can submit to us. If you have frustrations, we all have frustrations, okay? But we need to get through those things. Any failures, successes you have, we share those things so we can help you out. And the best software, and I was just talking to Christina about it. Some of you guys may not know what it is, but it's called Karcher. Karcher, you can build all this stuff in here. You can utilize along with your WordPress website. So you could build something in Karcher, and once you've done that, you can actually take that code and embed it on your WordPress website, and it can be on your WordPress website. So that's pretty cool. Or you could leave it in Karcher and send them to the Karcher side. It doesn't matter. Either way you want to do it. So that's pretty cool. So now we're back to Shaq here and the cat. So we're going to go with questions, and Jessica's going to help me with those right now. So Jessica, can you go through some of the questions? And guys, feel free to post whatever you want in the question section there. And Christina, what I'll do is I'll drop you on the phone, but you can turn up the volume on your computer and follow along there. Is that okay?
Yeah, but before you drop me on the phone,
yep.
I wanted to ask you
sure.
a question, and that is, how can I contact either you or Jessica so we can actually work on putting the little opt-in form on this page?
Not a problem. You can just email Jessica. And
okay.
What you want to do when you email her is send her your credentials to Aweber, your sign-in stuff, and then she can go in there and look at it ahead of time, and that's this added service that we do.
Yeah, because the form that I used on the subscription page, on the tips and tricks, is just their standard little form. They give you many options.
Right.
And I probably want to pick an option because that standard little form would look really ugly on the homepage.
Right. No, I get it. Yeah.
Okay, super, JR. I will find my volume and turn it up. And
all right.
follow you
Thank you for letting us look at your web pages.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Bye-bye. Okay, guys, so we're still here live, and I'm going to start taking any of your questions. Anything that you have that you want to ask me, feel free to ask. I don't have that much time because we got to head off to a lunch, but I do want to answer some of your questions in there. So type them in that little comment section. They're totally private. You can type whatever you want. Nobody's going to see it but us. And Jessica, can you read a couple of those to me?
Yeah, Linda said when you were talking to Christine about getting rid of all of those other things on her landing page, what were you talking about?
Oh, I was talking about all of the categories at the top. We just don't really need all that stuff up there because when you have all those categories, they're very distracting. Now, I'm not saying that you can't have a home page with categories at the top, but if your main page is an opt-in page, you don't want to have all that stuff at the top. Like, you know, I have pages I send people to where they can opt in and download stuff. There are no categories at the top. And then I have my home page of my website where if anybody just happens to show up at it, you know, then that's what they do. Now, if you look at that numerology page I showed you, that is their homepage. That is how they start everybody off, is on that particular page. But they do have other pages. Once you get on their email list, then they're going to email you different, you know, locations and different parts to their pages.
Awesome. Actually, a lot of people, Linda, Marco, Danny, all were saying good information about using different landing pages for segmenting.
Yes, definitely. That's a really cool thing you do. And, you know, we forget about that you don't have to have this one page that takes care of everything. It's okay to have that page, but why not have some other pages? And WordPress is really simple to build that in. I really recommend Karcher, guys. If you go to that link, and let me go back to it real quick here, you can get a free trial right here where it says bit.ly/Karcher-uppercase JR. There's a $1 trial there. I said free, excuse me, it's $1. And you can check it out. But the cool thing is, without even trying it out, go to this link and you can watch a video on what it does, because it does some frigging amazing things. It's an email provider, it's a web page builder, it's a upsell, it's a downsell, it's a membership. It's all this stuff rolled into one, and it's cheaper than most of the email providers that are out there that don't do half of the stuff it does. You know, I know like Clickfunnels, and I like Clickfunnels, it's not bad, but it's triple the price of Karcher, and it only does one thing. You know, it builds funnels. Karcher does funnels and emails and all this other stuff. So, you know, if you're looking for an all-in-one solution, I highly recommend Karcher. We run several businesses through Karcher. I mean, it's just awesome. It makes us money every single day, day in and day out. You just can't beat it. So, you know, check out Karcher. You do want to do that. I got time for maybe one or two more, Jessica?
Yeah, that's actually what most people are asking about, is tell us more about Karcher, where to find it, and can you use the software to sell real packaging products? Yes.
As a matter of fact, we have Survivalcave food. We have a lot of funnels on Karcher for Survivalcave food. And guys, if you don't know me and you're new to me, Survivalcave food is one of the top survival food brands in America. It's sold on thousands of websites. It's at Walmart's website. As a matter of fact, let me just kind of pull up some of this so you guys can see some of this, since I am online. What am I? I'm on Chrome. So let me go back here, and we're just going to go to Survivalcave food. And I'll let you kind of see. This is one of my main products. I've had this company for 10 years. And this is live. And right now, I typed it in. And you can see I got 22,100,000 hits for Survivalcave food. Now, the number one person that's advertising my products is Amazon. Amazon sells my products, which is pretty cool. It's the Survivalcave food on Amazon, low price Survivalcave food. And they've optimized this. So they've got 4.6 reviews. Excuse me, 4.6 out of 5 reviews. Let me just see what they've done here. They're running ads to my product, which is kind of nice, right, when you get to that stage. And those are all my product right there. These are my products, every one of them. Pretty cool. All right, and they're running ads for me because they sell my product. That's amazing. I don't understand it. It's pretty cool. But if you go back and I look at the search results here, guys, let me go back to this page here. You can see that there's tons of companies that sell it. Survival Warehouse sells it. There's Amazon again. Amazon sells it. There's Walmart, guys. My products are on Walmart's website. You can find that right here. But the point is, I also use Karcher to do funnels for Survivalcave food. This is Walmart right here with all my products on it, which is pretty cool. That's nice. But we also sell courses. You know, I do coaching. I have private coaching. And I probably, can you put the link to the private coaching in there? I have 1 or 2 spots that are going to be coming open here real soon, guys. If you want one-on-one coaching, and no, it's not free. No, it's not free. I do charge for it, but it's good. And then you want me to work with you one-on-one, there is an application process you need to go through. And in that application process, I look at them and I pick very few people. However, it doesn't mean you shouldn't try. And I work with you one-on-one and help you build your business. So that's a pretty cool thing too. I know I have a couple of my coaching clients on here right now, which is awesome. Love to hear from you guys. I'm surprised you don't get tired of hearing my voice, but apparently not. That's a cool thing. So that is Sportsman's Guide, which is one of the largest sporting goods retailers in America right here, sells my products. You can see my products there. And the point of all this is not me showing you, oh my gosh, I sell so many products, I'm so cool. It's not that. It's the point is I can teach you how to do the same thing if you want. If you've got a product, if you don't even have a product and you need help in that area, I can help you in that area too. Some of you actually picked up my Facebook ads course last night. Jessica, were you able to find that link? Okay, so she put that in there. And somebody's asking for a link to the webinar for Facebook ads. So if you're doing Facebook ads, guys, and you want to watch a webinar and training on that, I have one in there. And I can't remember what it is, Jessica, socialadsuccess.com/something. You remember that one? Okay, and it's the actual webinar they can watch. So let me get back to my comments section, guys. Give me 1 second here and get live again. I've got so many windows open now. It's terrible, terrible, terrible. All right. And so guys, yeah, that's basically how we build the business itself, is through doing these things. And you're going to get that funky window there. I apologize for that, but I wanted to look at some of your comments. We have tons of them in here, tons of comments. That's all there really is to it. You're going to get people, you're going to educate them, you're going to give them content, you're going to nurture them a little bit, and you're going to sell them products. I mean, this is simple to make money online as long as you obviously know how to do it, but it's pretty simple to do. She has put the coaching link in there. She's put the Facebook ads link in there. And I'm running out of time at this point, but I want to thank you guys for showing up today. It's been an awesome session. It was great. And thank you so much, Christine, for, allowing us to look at your stuff. And we got some more help for you to get your stuff going. Jessica, do you have any? Jessica always has some really cool things to say to you guys on Friday. She's always prepared with something that is motivational and uplifting. And I always love to hear her comments. And guys, I know you may want to even get out a pen or pencil or something, write down what she's going to say, because it's worthwhile. It's just worthwhile. I got to tell you, it keeps me going all weekend long when I hear what she has to say on Fridays. So Jessica, if you don't mind, go ahead and share those thoughts that you put together with everybody.
Oh, goodness. All right. Well, we are approaching the end of the year. So it is a good time to look back and reflect on everything you did and didn't do. Lay out your goals for next year, and don't be afraid to remove any and all negativity in your life, even if that means people that aren't good for you.
Yeah, sometimes those folks that we've hung out with since high school can be bad for us, right? And, people say, oh my gosh, you make money now, you're not hanging out with the same people. You can't. Or people say, well, you've changed. You do change. People do change. If you don't change in 40 or 50 years or 60 years, there's an issue. There's an issue. And it's got to be changed for the better, too. We don't want to be going downhill. But, guys, anybody can do this stuff. It's not hard. I can't type. I'm not a great speller, but I can sell stuff. And, guys, just stay in there. Do not quit. Keep going, and you'll learn it, and you'll get it. Feel free to join the group. Jessica's going to put a link to the Facebook ad or Facebook e-commerce group, too. And I should say it's more than e-commerce. It's digital products, it's marketing, it's sales, it's advertising, it's everything. It's a free group. You guys are welcome to join that free group. I think you'll love it. I love it. The people in there that'll love it. There's thousands of members at this point. And it's called The Art of E-commerce Success. But I may change it. I think I'm going to change it to The Art of Online Success, online marketing success. I don't know. Maybe you got some comments on that. I'd love to hear it. So Grace says, I can't see the links. Huh. Grace, we put them in the comment section, and they're above and below where you put your comment. So those are the links.
She can also reply to an email. she got from you.
Yeah, if you want to reply, Grace, to any email that you got from me and say I want the links, we'll give those to you. And the 3 links we've put out there today are the coaching link, the Facebook ads link, and the what was it? Facebook group link. Yeah, Grace says okay, so she saw that. Cool. Appreciate it. You guys have a great day, and I will talk to you real soon.
Hey, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell right there so you can be notified every time I do a new video. Also, click on one of those videos there. Keep watching on my channel.